Hey everybody, how you doing? It's me again. Well, I'm feeling okay right now. I just wanted to talk about another rant of Walgreens. So I gotta put all these rants out there because I'm gonna. No, actually, I'm not gonna forget them. Never will. Cause I mean, if you heard from another one of my videos, I've been working for Walgreens for like 3 years, so kind of hard to forget what you've been doing for 3 years. 3 years. So, what should I read about this time? Ooh, here's one thing I hate. Okay, for those who like live in Brooklyn, I don't know if it's anywhere else, but uh, okay. For those of you that seen like supermarkets, like Western Beef, Stop and Shop, and have seen other places like Walgreens and Rite Aid, Dwayne Reed. What do they have that's different about their counter? Let me tell you. Western Beef and Stop and Shop, they have multiple counters. And when I say multiple, I mean in the teens, homie. Whereas these other places, Walgreens, Rite Aid, and Dwayne Reed, they do have multiple counters, but maximum 5. Probably throughout the entire store, like 4 or 5. And I'll tell you something else. For the ones that have multiple in the teen counters, their counters move. They move. So you could put your item here, and then it will transfer closer to the person who is at the register. That is not so for the other ones that have 5 registers. So let me ask you this. If I'm working at a register that doesn't have a moving counter, and I'm standing here, why are you going to put the item all the way here so? Why? It's not going to all of a sudden just get up and walk to me. No. What am I reaching over there for? I can't stand that. Why do you, customer, why do you take your basket? Oh, I gotta get into that. Why do you take your basket and put it all the way at the corner knowing I'm right here? I'm all over here. Why are you gonna put it all the way on this side? Why do I have to reach all the way over there to pick up your stuff and bring it over to where I'm supposed to scan it? I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. I can't just take that gun and ching, 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 beep, 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 beep. I can't do that. I don't have a gun. If I had a gun, I would do that. Plus, it depends what type of gun, because that gun would have went, and clock you and done. No, I don't have a gun. I have a I have a scanner. I have to take that item and go deep and then put it in the bag for you. Why are you putting it all the way at the counter? My counter does not move. It is pretty obvious it does not have a belt. So why are you putting it all the way over there? I am not going to all of a sudden press the button and that counter is going to all of a sudden magically turn into a belt and that belt is going to start moving. No, homie, that does not happen. Second, on that note, because I just thought of it, why do customers take their basket and they just put it on the counter and then they step back, stare at you, or text or call somebody or just leave it there? Excuse me, okay, let me ask you something. Excuse me. I'm being as nice as possible. If you want to pay for your stuff, right? Why are you... There's something called cooperation, right? We have our goals and we have our jobs. We have a responsibility. My responsibility as the cashier is to take your items, scan them, put them in a bag for you, tell you the price, take your money, or make sure you do the card thing right, give you the change if needed, and the receipt and coupons. That's my job. Where in that job does it say, take the items out of your basket because your lazy ass won't take them out of the basket and put it on the counter? Where does it say that? Why don't you just take it out? And it's like, yo, one person does it. Many people does it. And then when I'm into like, cause I sometimes like I met customers like, excuse me, can you just take the bag? I'm just not gonna. And just look at me with extra English. Listen, um, take it out of the basket. It's so hard to do. It's a plan. Do that. First of all, you know, cut your how their place to. Ooh, and here's another thing. I hate when people take their stuff out of the basket and then leave their basket right there on the counter, knowing that this counter is small. This counter is small. There are other people behind you that are probably holding gallons of water, holding boxes of cans of soda, and they want to put that down. And they can't because you and your selfish ass want to leave both your stuff and your basket on the counter, leaving nobody else space to put their stuff. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? See, this is why people can't stand working in retail, because you as the customer are doing all this ridiculous things. Unnecessary. I mean, why would you do such a thing? And on top of that, here's another thing, especially about the baskets. My store, we first had like one common place that we left the baskets, which was in front of the store by the doors. If you pick up the baskets by the doors, why would you take that basket and leave it on the counter, or leave it on the floor in front of the counter, or leave it next to the counter, or leave it on someone else's counter, or leave it in the way of people so that they'll probably trip on your basket? Why don't you just put it back? Why don't you just put it back? The rack is not going to bite you. And because of that, we had to put two different spots to put your basket because people were putting it all over the place. And even so, they still put it on the counter. They still leave it on the counter. They still leave it on the floor. They still leave it on the other counter. What is so difficult? Why can't you just take it with you on your way out and just go doop, and then you're done? Why you have to make it so complicated? So now you're making the front of the store look disgusting, and me, I have to deal with, and I'm usually in the front of the store, so I have to deal with all these customers and their mother and their father and their grandmother and their grandkids, and then you're just here dropping things wherever you feel like. I have to clean it up in the end. I have to fix it in the end. And then next time you want to turn around and say, oh, this place is a mess? No. That's not going to work for me. So I'm going to stop this rant because I'm getting thirsty and my mouth is kind of dry right now.